Yep, I love the Rings of Power show. I've got reviews of it on YouTube. I was extremely critical leading up to the first season, and I did a lot of commentary about Rings of Power leading up to the first season, and I was critical of the first season. Second season, way better than the first season. They did a ton of stuff right in the second season, and the acting for the actors who played Celebrimbor and Sauron, phenomenal. Like, Celebrimbor slowly losing his mind before finally realizing that he's been corrupted by Sauron the whole time. Those guys are powerhouse theater actors who were brought on, and they were brought on for a reason. Like, the casting is so good for those characters, so good. I still do not care for I critique that show a lot because you can. I still think the Mithril storyline from the season 1 is the stupidest thing ever, for sure. And I will critique some of the things they're doing with Galadriel's character for sure, but it doesn't take away from the fact that there are hundreds of talented people working on that show, some amazingly talented actors doing performances. Bear McCreary's doing music, who I absolutely love as a composer. It's got Weta Workshop doing all the effects and the orc makeup and everything else, and they've been working on that franchise for 40 years now. You cannot take away from the fact that it is a show being produced from a great place of love for all things Middle-earth. Even if you disagree with some of the creative decisions they make, which I do on a regular basis, it doesn't take away from the fact that it is a really cool show. And at the end of the day, the most important thing about it is people like my wife, who have never read the books, who will never read the books, love that show and don't give a shit about anything that's from the books or whether or not it's exactly true to the books, because she's never read the books. So for someone like my wife who just loves the Peter Jackson films and then came over to this because she loved the Peter Jackson films and she's loving this as well, that gets her into Middle-earth. And I will never, ever, ever turn away someone who wants to come into Middle-earth and enjoy the world of the Lord of the Rings. And anybody who gatekeeps that is not an actual fan of Tolkien, of Middle-earth, or Lord of the Rings, or The Hobbit. They are an anti-fan. So it's okay to critique. There are things that I don't like about the show, but it is bringing new fans into the franchise, and that is never a bad thing. So overall, even though I am critiquing, I am heavily critiquing certain aspects of the show, it's still fun to watch and a good show overall, with just tons of talented people working on it. And I cannot wait for season